Alright, and we're back with another one. Alright, so we're gonna hop in here. And in the last one, we went through a beach, we explained how the movement works, and we hopped into tunnel for a moment to get enough points to get the Pokemon food. That definitely is, looks just like an apple. So, an apple, you can throw it. You can hit Pokemon with it. Pikachu will give a little reaction. You can hit this Electabuzz. You actually hit him enough. You can actually save Electabuzz from being blown up over here. And another thing you can do with it is you can throw it at an Electrode. Take a picture of it. That picture is the electrodes exploding will knock down the Kakunas, and you can take a picture of the Kakunas. The Pokemon food, as I explained before, sometimes like in this instant, Pikachu will eat it. Then we look over this little water section to get the picture of Magikarp. And then there's another instant of being able to take a picture of a Zubat. The Zubat in this level specifically is pretty difficult to take. At least to get like a centered on photo. So if you do have struggles with that, there is another level later on where you'll have a really good chance of getting a good one. And then you'll want to take a picture of the orb that is spinning around. And we'll want to take a picture of these Diglets. So these Diglets, you take a picture of, you move, picture of, you move. After 3 of them, you would get a picture of the Ductrios. Take a picture of the Ductrio, and then you get 2 Ductrio pictures. Something really important, actually, and I'm gonna explain this first. Alright, there will be some Magnemites up here. With these Magnemites, you can only take a picture of them if they are going after the apples. So you want to throw an apple at the Magnemite, so you can take a photo of them, and then get all 3 Magnemites together and they'll turn into a Magneton, and you can take a picture of the Magneton. And then right after that, if you do it fast enough, you can get the Electrode that's off to the side, which will unlock this secret pathway. So we're just gonna submit these photos. So the orb ended up just being a haunter. And then this photo, so the Dugtrios is one example that you want to be, where sometimes you want to be a little bit quicker, so I tried to look straight forward so I'd be far enough ahead where I'd be able to take a good photo, but unfortunately wasn't far enough ahead, so we're gonna have to use this photo instead. Something really important about the Dugtrio photos is you want to make sure that when you take the photo, all three of them are out. Before they go back down, two of them go back down first, and the third one will go back down. If you take a picture of just one of them being out, you will not get that many points. And yeah, I think it's the pose. The pose ends up being really bad, and the size ends up not being great. So definitely just keep in mind of that. Taking a picture of this Electabuzz, it looks like we got a perfect picture of an Electabuzz. I think there's only one other Electabuzz picture they can take that is that can be better, and that is because when we were taking the pictures of the Digletts and the Dugtrios, if you actually look the other way to the right, there's a couple of Electabuzzes, and you can throw an apple at them or another throwable that we get later in the game. And they'll run over and they'll do essentially a thunder punch into the ground. You know, they'll get pretty angry. And yeah, I believe that one can get you some special points bonus. Why not? But still, pretty content with all of these photos. So Magneton's one of those weird ones. Do you feel like you want to take the picture straight in the middle of them? But the picture actually won't count as being in the center unless one of the Magnemites that make the Magneton are in the center. So what I tend to do is just aim a little bit up where I'm taking a picture of the bottom of the top Magnemite and the Magneton. And with that, we unlocked the next level, which is Volcano. We did that because we unlocked that secret path. So if you miss the electrode, you'll have to go back through a tunnel, or if you don't have an full-shaped Pokemon dude, you'll have to go back through the tunnel to get enough points to unlock it. And hopping into Volcano here, something I want to do is you want to throw an apple on this right side. It's normally startles both Rapidash, but I guess this time it just want to startle the one. So you can get a pretty good photo of Rapidash straight off the start. A lot of times you'll see me turning around the camera, mostly just trying to determine whether or not I want to look forward to be going quickly. And then over here, so we got a bad spawn for this, but it should be okay. Oh, come on. So if you click the C button left and right really fast, you'll actually like lag the game, which will make you go quite a bit slower. So if you want to go as slow as possible, literally just spam left, right, like a bunch. And as you can see, we were going really slow. Something that's pretty useful in situations exactly like that, where you just don't want to like miss the opportunity because, you know, for some reason it takes forever and a half. Let me get these Charmanders. Something important about the Charmander photos is I always look above and try to take a picture of one of them jumping because you really don't want to accidentally take a photo of the back of the head of one. And now we got this giant egg in front of us. Well, what we're gonna do is gonna hit the egg with the apple, and then there's two Magmar behind the egg. And we want to throw an apple directly in between the Magmars. If you don't, like, it's fine. But that is the ideal situation. So the Magmar will flamethrower each other, which will get you some bonus points if you take a photo of them flamethrowing each other. And in that meantime, you get a couple chances to take a photo of Moltres. And now you want to hit that Charmeleon into the lava. And throw an apple at the Charizard. Try to take a picture with trying to scorch you alive. Alright, I think that photo will be okay. And I feel like all these photos can be relatively decent. Yeah, and 3,000 for a lot of these is pretty good to see. Being a 4,000 Charmander. It's really good. Nice. And 4,000 for Charizard. Charizard is also one of those Pokemon that's really difficult to get a decent picture of. Because for a lot of the time you're too close to the Charizard. By the time you can hit the Charmeleon with the apple to evolve it. So sometimes it can be pretty rough to not accidentally be too close to the Charizard. And with that, we have enough different Pokemon pictures to go to a river. A river, we're gonna do the same thing like we did and going from beach to tunnel. We're gonna see if we have enough points to do this. In river, you can either take a picture straight off start, or try to take a picture of the Poliwag as it jumps. Or just like that. And we're gonna submit one Poliwag picture. Now if we have enough points, we'll get the next item. I feel like it's really easy to not have enough points for this next item. But it looks like we do, so we're in luck. If not, like, it's not too big of a deal to have to go either through river a little bit more. or to go back into one of the previous stages. Some pictures that you can get on beach, for example, is you can take a picture of the Snorlax now by throwing an apple at him, and then taking a picture of him. I believe it works with the apple. And then you can also get a surfing Pikachu picture by throwing apples to the first Pikachu, leading him to the surfboard, and then taking a picture of him there. That should be at least a couple good ways to get some points. And I believe the Meowth right after the one right after the Snorlax that's on the little cliff hill. You can, I believe it works with an apple. You can throw an apple at him before you get too close, and he should fall down. And then he'll do a pose, which will give you a bunch of points. So if you're short on points, those would be my suggestions. As an easy way to gain quite a bit. With that being said, we unlocked Pester Balls, which you throw it at the Pokemon and pester them, apparently. Yeah, we'll see what that's useful for in the next one. With all that being said, I will see you guys around.